What is up, my fellow YouTubers? I am Mike, also known as MK the CPA, and as you can see, I am sporting my chipper mug tonight.
Damn, I'm good.
As I promised you guys, I'll be going into detail of each step we talked about in the last video. If you haven't seen the last video, make sure to hit that card link that's going to pop up on the screen here any second. Now, if you guys remember, in the first video, at the end of it, I asked you guys to do some homework. Find out what your fund choices are and make a list of all of your 401k investments. Did you do your homework? If not, it's okay. If you did do your homework and find out what your fund choices are, you're gonna be a step ahead of the curve. In this video, like I said, we're gonna be diving into more detail of how I do this process so that you can improve your 401k investment returns. So far, I've been getting some good feedback on the first part of this series. And they said, Mike, I liked your video, but what if I don't know about investing? I said, can you keep it simple, bro? I said, no problem. We got this. So what I'm gonna do for you guys is I'm gonna pretend that this is the first time you've ever done 401k investing, the first time you've ever looked at anything in your 401k plan. So right now, I wanna take a moment and I wanna share with you guys where you would go to start finding out what your 401 fund choices are in your company's 401k plan. Okay guys, let's go ahead and get this started. Now the idea is that you've actually gone and talked to somebody at your company if you don't know who your 401k provider is. Now remember, in the last video we talked about 401k providers. Some examples were 1, John Hancock, 2, Vanguard, and 3, Fidelity. Now for the purpose of this video, I'll be showing you how to navigate the 3 websites in order to find the fund choices if you have John Hancock, Vanguard, or Fidelity. If you don't have either one of those, it's okay, but you'll get the general idea of where to go and what to do if you've never done this before. So here's Vanguard right here. Here is Fidelity. And here is John Hancock. Now, of course, if you had no idea where to start, you would obviously go to Google and type in Vanguard. And you'd click this first one right here. So part of becoming an investor is there's actually the step of actually knowing how to navigate the website. Rocket science, right? But of course, we want to dive right into investing. Of course, we want to get right down to the quickest way we can find the fastest return on investments. But if you think about it, if you think about the process, you actually have to know how to use the provider's website. So in this example, we have Vanguard here, and I'm gonna show you how this works for any of these providers. So if you don't know where, when you come to this website, there's a lot of different options, and you're gonna find there's a lot of different options on each of these websites, John Hancock, on Fidelity, etc. And you can get lost really quickly. But guess what, guys? Here's the secret. After staring at all 3 of these things before starting to record this video, I found the quickest way to get to the fund choices. And I'll leave links, guys, in the description below, and in the comment section I'll leave links to all of these websites so you can jump right to them. So if you go to Vanguard, if Vanguard's your company's 401k provider, you would log in right here. This is where you would go to log in. Now there's several screens where you would actually go to log in. And what I do want to tell you guys is that your account online, if you actually go and log into this, it's going to look different than just the general website that's for the general public. So I don't have access to Vanguard, so I can't show you that side of things, but you're still going to get the general idea. So if we go down here, go to the very bottom of the page, and come over here to see where it says investment products. Go ahead and click that. Now it's going to take you to this page called investment products. And it's not obvious where the funds are at. It's like, where the heck are the mutual funds? Where are these funds at? Well, let's go down a little bit. And right here, see where it says, if you want to see all the mutual funds in Vanguard that are made specifically for Vanguard, just click right here. And it's loading, and there's 126 funds to look at if you wanted to look at all the funds.
Dodged a bullet there, huh?
You would come here. They have it broken down by tax exempt. They have a bond section. It's alphabetical. Then they have below investment grade. And then they have balance funds. So they have target date funds. These are, you guys have probably heard of these. These are meant for the year you're supposed to retire. So, you know, my target date, according to financial advisors, is probably around 2050. And so there's target date funds. So it has it broken down by section, which is pretty cool. Large cap stock funds, etc. So that's where you would go. And like I said, I'm gonna put links to all of these guys, to every one of these websites of where you can find these investments quickly. We're not gonna do any detailed analysis in this video. I'm just showing you where to go on the website, because that's gonna save you time and it's gonna make you more efficient when you actually come and start digging into these. Okay, let's look at Fidelity. Now we're on the Fidelity homepage. Let's define the investments quickly on Fidelity. Once you go to fidelity.com, it's gonna come all the way down to the bottom of the page. Does this sound familiar? And see where it says mutual funds? Go ahead and click mutual funds right there. And it's going to take you to this page. Now, see where it says explore our fund offering? Click there. And here we are, guys. So now we're on Fidelity Mutual Funds. And notice, this looks a lot different, right? This looks like, you're probably thinking, whoa, Vanguard and this look way different. Well, they do. Each of these sites is going to have a different look and a different feel to it. So far, I like Vanguard the best from a presentation standpoint. It's one of my favorite. Fidelity does have other perks to it once you dig into like the actual detail of each of these funds. But as far as the overall layout of how a website lays out their funds, I like Vanguard a lot and I like John Hancock a lot. So for Fidelity, here's where their funds are at. Here's where they're showing up. You have the large value, the large blend, large growth. And if you want to, then there's international equity. You click here. And then there's all of these funds. What's hard here is you can't see the performance or the track record without clicking into each one, as far as I know of. If you have Fidelity or if you know how to navigate this better, please let us know in the comment section below if you know a quicker or better way to look at this information. And that's true for any of these. Please let me know. John Hancock, guess what? You go to johnhancock.com. Where do you think we're going to go? We're going to go straight down to the bottom of the page once again, because that's one of the fastest ways to find their investments. So straight down, very bottom. Under individual, see where it says investments? Click this. And it's going to take you to this nice, pretty page. So now that you're on this page, you just go to funds. Click on funds. Here we are. Here's all the John Hancock funds. And it's this one's kind of a hybrid between the Fidelity website and the Vanguard website, where you can see a list of funds like this with some data, but that also, if you wanted to see it by type, you could break it out this way. You could look at global, international, income, and things like that. Okay guys, so the point of this video is really to get you guys comfortable, the concept and the idea of getting you guys comfortable with your 401k provider's website. Now, I know as you look at this and you see all of these different funds, it's very overwhelming. If you feel overwhelmed, you should, because when I first looked at this for a long time, this looked like a bunch of gibberish. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at this. Small cap. You look at the small cap and you read this, but you read, okay, small cap value index admiral. Like, what the hell is that? I have no idea what that is. But it's okay. You're not supposed to know what it is until you really dive into it. And we'll go further into detail on each of these things. But in order to become a good investor, you do have to get familiar with the platform, in this case the website of the provider, because the provider's website is going to have the most information about your funds than any other website on the internet. There are other good resources out there, but of course Vanguard's going to have the best information on Vanguard, right? I mean, why wouldn't they? So just keep that in mind. It's good. How do you think I learned this stuff, guys? I had to read and read and read and then read some more. I mean, that's how you learn this stuff, is you actually take the time. You want to become an investor, invest the time to learn how to invest, and you'll do better. It is, like I said, it's totally worth your time. It absolutely is. So really, I just made this video because I know you guys, I got the feedback of please make it really basic because I've never done this before. Well, this is just helping. I just want to show you that each provider's website's going to be substantially different, but I bet if you were to really learn this, there's a lot of similarities between the two. That's pretty much it, guys. I will leave, like I said, I will leave links to all of this information in the comment section down below, or in the description section down below as well. And just feel free, take some time and just explore your provider's website and get familiar with it so that you can quickly find the information you're looking for when you need it. Now, in next week's video, we're not gonna sit here and go through 126 Vanguard funds. That would be absolutely insane. I would lose my mind, you would lose your mind, and we would all just give up. Before we do any research, our goal is to be as efficient as possible. And the way to do that is to have criteria in mind. We don't want to look at every investment. I mean, 126 investments would take us forever. We're not going to do that. We're going to select criteria, and I'm going to share with you the top 3 to 5 things I look at before doing any research at all. So that we're saving the most time possible, but also getting the most bang for our buck with our research. So if you guys like the video, make sure to drop a like, hit that like button down below. If you have any questions or comments about anything we talked about today, please let me know. Drop those comments in the comment section down below. And until then, I love you all, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.